Good morning, everyone. My name is Bill Grace. I'm the mayor of the city of Elyria, and this year serving as the board chairman of NOACA Governing Board, board president. So I'd like to welcome you to the 10th annual summit here of NOACA. And if you've been to previous summits, you'll know that it's a chance to hear from experts on topics of importance to Northeast Ohio and to provide a networking opportunity for people who are working to continually improve our region. Today I have the great pleasure of introducing a very special guest, the Honorable Frank Jackson, Mayor of the City of Cleveland. He's going to say a few words of welcome and introduction to us here this morning. Mr. Jackson is the 56th Mayor of the City of Cleveland. He was elected to Cleveland City Council in 1989, representing the 5th Ward, which roughly extends from West 3rd Street to East 102nd Street, from Chester Avenue to Union Avenue. He served as a council member for 16 years and was elected council president in 2002. During that time, the Ward 5 neighborhood experienced a revival and became a thriving community with new housing and small businesses. During his tenure as mayor of Cleveland, Frank Jackson is focused on promoting public safety, pursuing regional economic development, and ensuring that every child in the city has access to high-quality education opportunities. Mayor Jackson has been a great friend to all of us here in the region, to NOACA as one of its key organizations, myself and many of us here. So if you would, please join me in giving a warm welcome to the Honorable Mayor Frank Jackson.
Good morning. And how are you? Good. I want to welcome you to the 2009 NOACA Annual Summit. And I also want to say how much I appreciate what the theme is, infrastructure investment in perilous economic times, because it's true. And I really believe that even though we are in very difficult times, we have a great opportunity. And it's organizations like NOACA who has the ability and also, I believe, the vision to help us through this perilous time. Stimulus dollars are fine, and I'm glad that we have them and that there will be investment in infrastructure and really helping to promote policies other than just highways, rail, and do other things. But the key to this, in my opinion, is how do we keep that money local? How do we ensure, and when I say local, I don't mean the city of Cleveland, I mean this region, the greater Cleveland region and surrounding counties. How do we keep that money local? How do we take the dollars that we have for infrastructure investment and hire local companies, hire local labor, hire or purchase from local vendors, create a supplier network? How do we keep that money local? And if we do that, out of this, in the public sector, we will be sustaining companies that are on the brink of having to decide whether they're going into bankruptcy or having to lay somebody off. And so I just think organizations like NOACA are essential to our well-being and our ability, again, to take dollars, keep it local, spend it local, invest local, and then to encourage the private sector to do the same thing will help sustain us through this very difficult time. So again, thank you for having me and welcome to the forum.
Good morning. I'm Howard Maier, Executive Director of NOACA, and I'd like to say welcome to our 10th annual summit. It's something I look forward to every year. We have always had great conferences. There's a display out front which actually commemorates the 10 years that we've been doing these summits. And I think it speaks well of the contribution that this organization makes to the region. And when I say this organization, I really mean all of you, because you're all part of it. Our theme today is the future of infrastructure investment in perilous economic times. And we have several distinguished speakers, and I think you'll find today's program informative and compelling. Our luncheon speaker is Senator George Voinovich. The senator has been a great friend of NOACA over the years as senior U.S. Senator. His service on the Appropriations Committee in the Environment and Public Works Committee has been important not only to NOACA, but to Great Lakes water quality as well. Senator Voinovich has also been a great champion for creating Ohio jobs, clean energy development, and balanced federal budgets. Having announced his, and also I should point out that Senator Voinovich was on the NOACA governing board when he was the mayor of the city of Cleveland. Having announced his retirement from the U.S. Senate at the end of his current term, the senator will speak today about the economy, the federal budget, and the future of infrastructure investment. So this is the theme throughout the day. And I suspect he'll include some reflections on his 40-plus years of public service. But first, this morning's program will feature a distinguished panel of speakers to discuss the future of infrastructure investment in these perilous economic times. The panelists are Jolene Molatoris, who is the Ohio Department of Transportation Director, and Chris Ronayne, the president of University Circle, Inc., and also former planning director for the city of Cleveland. Moderating the panel will be Ideastream's Rick Jackson. So we're going to kick off the morning with individual presentations by our panelists. Then we'll take a short break, and we'll follow with discussion. So without further ado, I'd like to bring Rick Jackson up to the podium. Rick has more than 30 years of experience on public and commercial radio. He's worked as a news anchor and news reporter for Cleveland television station. He's a member of the Ohio Broadcasting Hall of Fame and has received Emmy Awards and other prestigious awards for his broadcast work. Please welcome Rick Jackson.
Thank you, Howard, Mayor Grace, Mayor Jackson, who I just talked to yesterday. It seems like I've interviewed almost every mayor in the room, so I feel comfortable here. Good to see you all. Everybody is doing okay today?
Absolutely.
Beautiful day in Northeast Ohio, isn't it? Well, as you heard, Fred Busman's not going to be with us. Apparently his pilot was tired, but we'll let the pilot go with that one. That's what I was told. Pilot was tired, so they couldn't fly. So we do have two wonderful dynamic speakers for you today, and they can go a little bit long because we have that extra time now. So you can have 20 minutes instead of 15. The first of those is going to be Chris Ronayne. He's with University Circle Incorporated. He's the president of UCI. I've known Chris for, 7, 8 years now, and I don't know when the guy sleeps. He's always working. Everybody in the room knows him. He's worked tirelessly making University Circle one of the premier districts of Northeast Ohio, and he's still working on that, and it's coming along nicely. I drive through every day, and sometimes I'm amazed. Before joining UCI, Chris served the city of Cleveland. He was the planning director. He was the chief development officer. He was the chief of staff, all at one time, he'd tell you. He was the chief architect also of the city's waterfront development plan, district plan. So he's got a lot to tell us. Interesting things, not just for those of us who live in Cuyahoga County, but for the entire region, because as one goes, so go we all. Chris Ronayne.